Are you wondering where all these coaching toolkits that we have been learning here in the 100 Days Life Coaching Toolkit Mastery Challenge is going? What is the purpose of a toolkit and why a toolkit in coaching is our best friend? Then this video is for you. Today's toolkit is all about the OSKAR Coaching Model. So if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing because we're still on a runway of the 100 Days Life Coaching Toolkit Mastery Series where you can learn, use, and master a toolkit that you can use for yourself first and then for your clients so you can start, grow, and scale your coaching business. If you are meeting me for the first time, I am Master Coach A. I am the founder and creator of Life Coach Philippines. And in this 100 Days Life Coaching Toolkit Mastery Challenge, I am challenging fellow coaching practitioners to scale up in using one of the most powerful tools in the profession, and that is a coaching toolkit that would fit the coaching model that you are using or the coaching framework that you are using. So for today, I'm going to share with you a coaching model where you can fit in all the toolkits that you are learning from this series. All right, so let's dive in for today's conversation, and our coaching program or our coaching framework for today is the OSKAR Coaching Model. Welcome back to day 47. And if you have been joining me from day 1 to day 46, you still have the chance to snag our toolkits for free. Again, this is for a limited time offer. So if you are new to the channel and if you are just joining me for the first time, consider watching all the previous videos and downloading the toolkits that would be valuable for you. Now, why do we need to learn the coaching models? What is the purpose of a coaching model? Before I go there, I'd like to share with you a couple of things about toolkits. Now, one of the things that you can use the toolkit is for your promotions, for your advertisement, for your engagement, for your conversations, okay? It's easier for you to use a toolkit because when you have a toolkit, then you are able to drive the conversations or drive and direct the coaching, the sessions, or even the conversations to where the client or the person in front of you get a result. Without a coaching toolkit, it would probably allow you to go back and forth in a series of questioning and you're not going somewhere, or it would take you a little longer to get to the point. But with the help of a toolkit, you are able to direct immediately and respond to what the client needs. Now, the toolkits are helpful when you are using a particular coaching model or a coaching framework. In Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program, I am teaching my students to learn and use a particular proprietary coaching models, and that is patterned after the hero's journey. But for these conversations, I want to share with you a very popular coaching model that a lot of coaching practitioners are using. And if you don't know it yet, then that is the OSKAR model. So OSKAR model stands for, it's an acronym actually. O stands for outcome, S stands for scale, K stands for the know-how, A stands for affirm and action, and W is for review. Now, if you are using any particular or any coaching models, know that the toolkits that you are learning from this challenge, you can fit it in and use the toolkit according to the model. So for example, in this particular session, I'm sharing with you the OSKAR model. So O stands for the outcome. And in this part of the conversations or in this part of your session, just example, you are using the OSKAR model for your entire coaching program or engagement. Stands for the outcome, and this is where you help individuals, the person in front of you, verbalize or come into form what they really want to achieve. What is it that your client wants to see? What's the outcome? Whether they're moving towards to a goal or away from certain things, it's still important that here on this part, It is very clear between the coach and the coachee what is that particular outcome that they want to achieve in the coaching conversations or in the entire coaching engagement. So in the outcome, you can use a toolkit that speaks or connotes or respond to goal, setting goals, okay, goal achievement. You can use the wheel of life. So it allows the client to see where they are headed and what is it that they truly want to go. S stands for the scale, and this is where you start to refine the goals into realistic expectations. Now, a lot of people will go to the SMART coaching model where you go for the very specific, measurable, and all of these things. But you can use other toolkits on the scale where you will be able to refine the client's outcome in terms of on a scale of 1 to 10. What is it that, what level do they want to achieve it? Or if they know someone, like they know someone who would be relating, who could relate to what they want to achieve, how is this particular result important to that person? Or in a scale of 1 to 10, if they say it's a 9 and you relate it to the person closest to them, would it still be 8? Would it still be 9? Would it be 10? Another way that you can use, or another options that you can dive into when you talk about scale, is to allow your client to move into the future, say 10 years from now, 5 years from now. How is the goal important for them? And so you use a toolkit that would allow them to travel to a specific time, or you will allow them to use a toolkit that would enable them to scale the magnitude, the importance, and the significance of the goal relative to their season, relative to the future, relative to the resources as well. K stands for the know-how. So identify the skills, the resources, the level, the expertise of your client relative to the goal that they want to achieve. There are goals that would require them to learn a new skill, perfect a new skill, or maybe hone a talent. And in the know-how, you can use a toolkit that dives into talent, skills, and mastery or expertise. A stands for affirm and action. So in this stage, the individual kind of reflect on the current state, reflect on where they are right now, and what are the actions they can do to achieve the results. Now, it's important that they do the affirmation first, or like affirming where they are, where they can acknowledge, okay, what is it that they're going through right now, where they are in their season and their lives, before they start diving into the set of actions that they are willing to do. Because sometimes if they start working on these are the set of actions that I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they start looking at their situation. They start looking at their current state. They start looking at the resources, their finances, and all of this thing. Your client may say, I'm not ready for that. And so if you are finding a toolkit for this, you can look at the toolkit that allows them to evaluate their current state, okay? What is working for them. Maybe they can dive into a series of steps, a 5-step formula for them to see how are they responding to self-care, self-love, habits, okay? So they have to, in this part of the coaching model, the client is to affirm, okay, to a certain degree that the coach also knows that there is an acknowledgement, there's an awareness, and there is an acknowledgement in the part of the client that this is where he or she at the moment. Finally, is WR, or the review. Okay, so in the review, I would say you double the state, you double the affirmation. Okay, so you review where they are right now in the stage, and then you affirm again. So you double evaluation, the validation, the assessment of the client. So they probably would have to say, I am where I am today. This is what I have achieved so far. They review and they again affirm and say, hey, I want to move to this space, but this is where I am. So in the review part, you can use this where they are probably able to achieve a certain results in the model, or this is also the time where they reconfirm, reaffirm how do they feel exactly about the goals that you have set. In the toolkit that I am sharing with you today, I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of questions that you can use alongside with the OSKAR model. But I would really encourage you to find a toolkit that you can use with each of the stage in the coaching model. Now, if you need help, please do not hesitate to give me a call at 0917586161 or visit us at our coaching hub at Teacup Coffee Republic located inside Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Bixons and United Streets, Capitolio, Pasig City. If you are also within the country, if you are from the Philippines, we would invite you also to check out our coaching clinic that we are doing in Teacup Coffee Republic so you can express and you can experience life coaching. If you have not gotten any training and if you want to professionalize your coaching practice, then we invite you, I personally invite you to be part of the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. If you have been trained from other institute and you want a tribe to help you grow and scale your business, then you are welcome to be part of Life Coach Philippines. This is Master Coach A. Thank you so much for the part of you that you are giving in our challenge. This is day 47 and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 48. Good day, everyone.